Hey, guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it's Thursday. What the actual? Happy Thursday, guys. We're almost over the week. I'm so excited. Saturday's my cheat day and I can't wait. Okay, we're back to talk about the fact that Lala Kent has spoken out about Randall Emmett and the breakup, and she said, "I'm burning the bridge." Okay, we have all the details on that and more. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything that we have coming up. Also, we are coming back tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern for Hot Messy Topics. I can't wait to show up, get down with all of you guys, bring up our panelists, and have an unfiltered conversation because we have a lot of great topics tonight. Guys, with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to page 6, Lala Kent is giving Randall zero Lala. The Vanderpump Rules star spoke out about her breakup from the movie producer on her podcast Wednesday, and she said she's leaning into her role as a mother to her daughter, Ocean. "I take it 1 minute at a time because a 7-month-old can't sit around and wait for you to get over shit," Lala Kent said. "You better keep up your fucking head and do your thing, so that's what I do." Okay. Now, Lala Kent admitted that she never thought her life would be where it is right now, and that's okay. But she said she's appreciative for her daughter and her book release, keeping her distracted from the pain of her split from Randall Emmett. She said, "You have to be grateful for every experience because what I've been through in my life, which people have been through much crazier and more traumatic things than I have been through, those people inspire me who deal with the things with grace and they come out on top even with the hand that they're dealt." For me, I look at it and I'm like, I would never have Ocean. This independence that I have wouldn't be here. It just feels amazing. So she added that there are moments from her relationship with Randall that make her feel happy, which is good because she has her daughter and you don't want her, like for Lala Kent, we've talked about this numerous times, we've reported on it, but my thing is this: I've read comments and I completely understand where fans are coming from on this. Everyone is bashing Lala, like, what the hell did you think was actually going to happen when you went on Vanderpump Rules and you said you met this man when he was casting for a movie and you went up to his hotel room, did whatever you did that night, and then he bought you a Range Rover the next day while he was still apparently married. Now, if that's the case, of course, fans are saying, well, this just came around full circle, and if he did that to his ex-wife, he will most likely do it to you. Well, we haven't had anything confirmed as to whether or not Randall Emmett actually hooked up with either one of the two girls that were photographed with him at the Thompson Hotel in Nashville. But what we do know is whatever happened was enough for Lala Kent to take her whole life and move it out of his Bel Air home. She has allegedly moved into a new home and she's been posting on Instagram, "Ocean's loving the new couch. This is great. Thank you, Ashley Home Furniture. You guys did the damn thing." So we've seen a couple posts that make it look like she is definitely not in the Bel Air home anymore. And if she's talking about this as openly as she is on her podcast, then we can only assume that there really isn't a future for Randall and Lala as a couple. She said, "If anyone doesn't fit into your evolution, and if your evolution involves you being happy or healthy, and there are a lot of pluses to the changes you've made and people don't fit into that anymore, not my issue. I'm burning the bridge." Okay. It was said that Randall always lives a double life. One source claimed at the time to page 6, he lives the life of a husband or boyfriend, and then he lives the life of a serial partier and then goes on a bender. Now, again, we don't know or have enough information about Randall Emmett to say, oh, this man is a serial partier or cheater. But what we do know is Dana Wilkie actually grew up around Randall Emmett in Hollywood, and she was one of the first to contact him after this all went down, trying to hear his side of the story because she let him know, hey, I'm going on and I'm going to be talking about this. So if you have something to say, you might want to tell me now. His timelines and his stories didn't necessarily add up to me from the way that Dana delivered it, only because she said, when we saw the photos of him surface walking into the Thompson Hotel with these two girls, we saw Lala Kent post on her social media that she was walking in the Beverly Hills Hotel with two different guys. Now, these two guys, she calls her husbands, and they very much so are in the West Hollywood scene. They're around. Jason and I know both of them. Randall allegedly told Dana that they were visiting from out of town and he got them a suite at the Beverly Hills Hotel so she could spend time with her friends. Well, from what we know, these two friends actually rent Lala's old apartment, so that isn't really adding up. Now, I'm not calling Dana a liar, and I'm not calling Randall a liar because I didn't hear the information come out of Randall's mouth, but what I am saying is there is some sort of disconnect in this story, so I am curious. However, I did ask you guys in a poll, do you think that Lala Kent will eventually go back to Randall Emmett? And the majority of you voted yes, because you feel like Lala will go back because that's where the money is. However, we know that he's been hit with a few different financial issues. That doesn't mean it's the end all be all of him, because I believe he's doing a movie right now with Mel Gibson and Britney Spears' fiance Sam. So he's still producing movies. He's still going to come out on top. He's making a lot of money, and some of his recent movies have been killing it. But for Lala, obviously she draws the line somewhere. And I have to kind of give her credit where credit is due. She just celebrated 3 years of sobriety. Nothing can mess up your sobriety like a good cheating scandal, a breakup. She could have easily have relapsed, and from what we're hearing, she has not. She said she hasn't even been thinking about relapsing or alcohol or any sort of substance abuse. All she's thinking about is the well-being of her child. And thank you to her sponsors and thank you to AA. They've been such a great, huge support system for her. So I'm happy to see that she's continuing to thrive and do what she needs to do as a young mother and for her daughter. And if it means being without Randall and Randall having two separate babies, mothers, and then eventually another girlfriend, well, that's exactly what's going to happen. But for Lala Kent, I don't see this being the end or a bad thing for her. She can definitely come back. She's still gorgeous. She will find another man. I don't think she's worried about it. And like she said on a recent episode of Vanderpump Rules, she's not even used to dating somebody of Randall's caliber. Randall is a movie producer. She's used to dating younger athletes. They're two totally different things. And now, I don't know, what is that game that they play? It's not like bocce ball. They play something like they have those tournaments on Vanderpump Rules. I don't get it, but she was making fun of herself saying, this is what old people play, but now since I'm with an old man, this is what I'm playing. All right, guys. Well, I want to hear your opinions. What do you think about all of this? And what do you think about Lala saying that she is burning the bridge? I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot to say. And of course, we will be addressing this tonight in Hot Messy Topics. So whatever you have to say, go ahead and say it here, but then make sure you join us in the live chat, a live unfiltered chat, where you give us all of your opinions and we bring you up as a panel to chime in on everything. Also, don't forget, we are going live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Emily D. Baker to break down the latest in the Erica Girardi scandal. Our YouTube channel got brought up in it again. I had a lot of people send me court documents, and it was mentioning Up and Adams' interview with Ronald Richards. So we're going to break that down and more. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything that we have coming up. And we have a lot coming up. We also have another special guest coming on today, and we have another special guest on top of Emily D. Baker coming on tomorrow. There is a lot happening. So stick with us, guys. Happy Thursday. Make some memories. Don't drink too much. Stay off of social media, and at least don't post your shit on there. And watch some YouTube. Bye, guys.